Studios in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Well, good morning, sunshine.
Could I have a Tay Glacé?
What did you just say?
It's French for iced tea.
Why would you want that?
Because it's National Iced Tea Day.
Well, we should celebrate. Do something.
How do you want to celebrate?
I want a Long Island iced tea.
I don't think that's what they have in mind.
I don't think that's what they were talking about.
Tea is just tea.
Not when it's a party.
Happy National Iced Tea Day.
It's showtime.
Welcome into the Sports Guy Mike Show. Making sure my earbuds are in there. It is National Iced Tea Day. There was actually a different version of that opener with some rapper Iced Tea music in the background. I should have just played it. I don't know. Anyway, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. Sports Guy Mike hanging out with you right here on KCBR 98.5 AM 1040, as well as online at 100mixfm.com. You can also check us out on social media at Sports Guy Mike on Twitter, Instagram, and, of course, Facebook. The guys are busy today, so, it's just me. Unless you guys want to chime in, feel free. Go ahead and comment in any of the comments, either on sportscaster.com or on Facebook Live, which is where we are. And I actually even put a link in the chat on how you can even come on the show right there. Look at that. All right. So a couple different things I wanted to get to since it's just little old me today. Haven't done any coronavirus insanity stories lately, and I get it. You know what I mean? There's other things going on in the country right now, and but most people, I hate to tell you, but this coronavirus thing is still going on. And here are some not so serious stories that we've seen about the coronavirus outbreak. Apparently, a hug is safer than shaking hands when it comes to spreading coronavirus, according to virologists in Belgium. So I don't know what's going on in Belgium, but they must know something that we don't know. Good morning, Ronnie. What's up, man? Since lots of people went for long stretches without driving their cars, there's been an increase in rats and other animals making nests under people's hoods and causing serious damage to people's cars. I am really glad that my car stays in the garage. A distillery in Australia had to recall one of its brands of gin after they realized the bottles were actually full of hand sanitizer. Could you imagine getting that bottle of gin and just kind of pouring? I mean, you'd smell alcohol, wouldn't smell like gin, but you would definitely smell the alcohol. But geez. Well, I'm glad. Let's just put it this way: let's be glad that they caught it before anybody got any. Let's see. A video is going viral on Twitter of a guy at a casino in Vegas smoking a cigarette while wearing a mask. Now, I saw this. If you're on Twitter and you follow Rex Chapman, you know what I'm talking about. He posted this thing. It's absolutely hilarious. The guy's literally smoking a cigarette in the casino while he is wearing a mask, sitting in front of a slot machine. It's just like, seriously, dude. And finally, for your coronavirus insanity stories, the pandemic helped cheap domestic beer come back from life support. People had been gravitating towards imports and microbrews, but when the pandemic hit, they wanted the cheaper prices and large pack sizes of the domestic brands. Now, I'm not going to call anybody out. He knows who he is. All of a sudden drinking Bud Light. You're like, what? Bud Light? Really? Okay. But, in times of need. There you go. All right. And finally, a little radio music story for you. if we've at least been a small hand in keeping some of you sane during the pandemic, I'm absolutely happy about it. I hope that us being on air and us doing a show during the week has helped people. I've had a few people say that it has, and I hope it has for most of you. But a new survey found that 81% of Americans have used music to help cope with the added stress of the lockdown. 85% said listening to music while driving in their vehicles puts them in a better mood. Okay, I can see that. Sometimes you kind of get in that mood. You're kind of rocking out in your car. Here are some 5 quick stats from that survey. The average American is listening to an extra 38 minutes of music a day right now during the pandemic. Listening to music is the number one way we like to de-stress just in general. 58% said it's their go-to coping mechanism. Our top 5 are music, books, exercise, TV or movies, and talking to a friend. Now, 79% people said music also makes them more productive. Now, a friend of mine and I were talking about this the other day. It was like, how does music, does it bother you when you're working? Does it help you concentrate more? Even my 8-year-old son, Vinny, said that, for some kids in the class, that the teacher was actually playing music low in the background of the class. And, some kids it helps, some kids it's a distraction. So I guess it just really depends. 39% of us have created a self-isolation playlist during the pandemic to help us get through this. And finally, 8 in 10 Americans can imagine living in a world without music. Now, I'm here to tell you, as a guy that sang and played the drums, and no way, no how would I want to, no, without music? I mean, granted, the music that they, are coming out with these days really isn't music, but, there's plenty of old school. Just saying. All right, breaking news earlier this morning, the MLS, Major League Soccer, is doing a MLS is Back tournament to kick off on July 8th in Orlando. Now, let me tell you, Disney and Orlando is going to be the hotbed of where most of these sporting events obviously are going to take place. According to Jeff Carlisle over at ESPN, and he is a U.S. soccer correspondent, Major League Soccer unveiled its plans for returning to play in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, with the league set to resume on July 8th with what is called the MLS is Back tournament. Now, all 26 MLS teams will participate in the competition, which will be held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, where else? At Walt Disney World Resort, just outside Orlando, Florida. Now, remember, ESPN is owned by the Walt Disney Company. Quote, we are pleased to team up with Disney to relaunch the 2020 MLS season and get back to playing soccer. This, according to Don Garber, who is the MLS commissioner, the opportunity to have all 26 clubs in a controlled environment enables us to help protect the health of our players, coaches, and staff as we return to play. Teams will head to Orlando starting on June 24th, though arrival dates will vary because most teams will prefer to train in their home market. Teams must arrive no later than 7 days before their first match. So it's going to be interesting. This is another sport yet coming back. Obviously, there's dates in play. The pandemic shut the MLS down on March 12th when the regular season was just 2 matches into their 2020 season. So I know these guys are ecstatic. Look, I'll be honest with you. I guess it's good for me. I get to watch my New York City FC and the Red Bulls, and it'll give me something to watch. Although, as much as I do enjoy soccer, I don't know if it's almost like how people are with baseball. I can watch baseball on television, And of course, I'd love to go to the park even more, but I can watch it on TV. I know a lot of people that have said that. Mike, I don't know how you watch baseball on TV, dude. It just takes too long. It's too boring. But I could go to a game and watch it, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of how I am with soccer. Like, there's so much field that it just seems like nothing gets going, and you need the breakaway or something big has got to happen in order for it to be exciting. Now, when you're there, for some reason, it is a completely different animal, and it's a lot more exciting when you're on the pitch. Just saying. But it's good to see that we're going to get slowly but surely everything. I said this when all this went down. It's all going to come back. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of how long we have to keep hearing the rhetoric of the if and when we do this. So at least MLS has got their ducks in a row. They have their dates set in play, when the teams are going to start coming out, where they're going to be, where it's going to happen, and exactly what date it's going to start. MLB, pay attention. You might learn something. Just saying. Because now, of course, with the MLB, look, Jeff Passan over at ESPN has been a champ and kind of the voice of how we find out about about what's going on with Major League Baseball. So, according to Jeff Passan over at ESPN, the Major League Baseball Players Association has made a proposal to the MLB for a season of 89 games with a full prorated share of salary and expanded playoffs, according to a source. Now, it would bring the sides closer to a potential deal because it is 25 games fewer than the union's most recent proposal, which was 114 at full pro rate. But the MLB source familiar with the negotiations told Carl Ravitch that the proposal is a non-starter. He said, quote, out of concern for the players' health, extending the regular season past September 27th won't happen, is what they told Ravitch. There is a window of playing between 60 and 70 regular season games, but pay still remains an issue. Now, MLB on Monday, as we all know, proposed a 76-game season that would cover up to 75% of players' prorated salaries, which, honestly, y'all, I really thought that was going to be enough. I thought that that was going to kind of be the ipso facto. I figured it would be the way that everything finally they'd be like, okay, I really did. I didn't realize that the PA, was going to come back and go, well, you're close, but we want 89 games. Look, I don't understand why this is becoming it's making the players look really bad. It really does. It puts the players in a really bad light because we're going now. Here's another thing that's super annoying to me for all of this is the simple fact of this went down on Monday. The MLB PA came back today, 2 days. How come this didn't go down months ago? Why weren't they going back and forth like this 2 months ago? There's been so much, okay, well, we're going to do this. Well, no, wait, what about this? Well, we want our money. Well, how about you take part of it? No, we want all of it. And then it just dragged and dragged. Now, both sides are going back and forth, and they're having dialogue, which is something that should have happened literally 2 months ago. The fact that we're sitting here now and they're going back and forth, granted, albeit a good thing, I almost feel like you guys missed the boat and you should have been doing this a while ago. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get a definitive answer on Friday, and maybe something will get hashed out by Friday. If it doesn't, honestly, man, I think this has got to be it. I mean, so the MLB PA, this newest proposal would have the season start July 10th and end October 11th. It also would expand the postseason to 16 games, 8 in each league for 20 and 21. Like MLB's proposal Monday, this offer has the players sharing in a pool of at least $50 million if the playoffs are played without fans. So we'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully, it seems like we're on a 2-day back and forth, as it were, right now. So hopefully, we get something by Friday. And like I said, if this thing doesn't get some kind of resolution, some kind of let's just finally agree and move on by this weekend, I mean, every week that goes by, you guys are just cutting off your nose to spite your face. And I don't know just how great of an idea that really is. So anyway, Sports Guy Mike Show. Keep it locked, y'all. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk about Mr. Bubba Wallace, the racer. And, man, if you guys haven't seen this paint scheme that he's got coming up on his number 43 car, dude, check it out, man. It's really, really cool. We'll talk about that, as well as we got another idiot sticking his foot directly in his mouth. CrossFit CEO Greg Glassman directly in his mouth with his foot. We'll tell you what he said on the other side of the break. This segment of Sports Guy Mike Show brought to you by Venture Travel and Tickets. Make sure you give them a call for all your vacation needs, whether it be airfare, hotel, car, all inclusive, and yes, cruises as well. Give Venture Travel and Tickets a call, 719-357-7510. That's Venture Travel and Tickets, the best way to get away. Keep it locked, y'all. Sports Guy Mike Show. We'll be right back. Are you looking to get away this summer? Give Venture Travel and Tickets a call at 719-357-7510. Whether you're looking for airfare, hotel, car rental, or even all-inclusive vacations, you need to contact Venture Travel and Tickets at 719-357-7510. Book your vacation today with Venture Travel and Tickets, the best way to get away.
Adult Youth Swanson Counseling is a licensed and accredited OBH treatment facility providing people services in the criminal justice system for over 6 years. Adult Youth Swanson Counseling is located on 1826 East Platte, on the corner of Platte and Union, where the counselors are not only licensed and accredited, but also have life experience. They offer court-ordered DUI classes and any mandated court-ordered treatment. Use the promo code RADIO and pay only $20 for your initial intake fee for level 2. Adult Youth Swanson Counseling, where we help you feel better so you can get better and live a successful life.
Are you a first-time home buyer having trouble finding the right realtor that fits your needs? Well, look no further. Call Brandy Mendones with Keller Williams Clients Choice Realty at 719-291-4678. Take a journey into real estate with a top-notch company and a top-notch hands-on realtor that has your real estate success in mind.
I've been in the Colorado Springs area for 14 years, and I love experiencing everything the beautiful state of Colorado has to offer. I've raised my children here and would love to help you find your next home in Southern Colorado.
Call Brandy at 719-291-4678 with Keller Williams Clients Choice Realty, where
home and happiness happen.
Having car problems? Maintenance coming up on your vehicle? Don't gamble your money away at other mechanic shops. Come to All Service Auto. At All Service Auto, you get the quality workmanship and parts that you demand. Professionals at All Service Auto strive to make your experience the best you've ever had, from beginning to end. Everything from engine replacements to tire rotations. All Service Auto can get your vehicle back on the road and driving like you want it. No job is too big or too small. All Service Auto works on all makes and models, making them your one-stop mechanic shop. shop with affordable prices and customer service that is leaps and bounds above the rest. Make your first choice All Service Auto, located at 3455 Shelton Loop, right near the intersection of Platt and Shelton. Call to set up your next appointment at 719-573-0292. Taking care of vehicles and the people who drive them. All Service Auto. Call now, 719-573-0292. All Service Auto.
Due to recent events with COVID-19, Liberty Tax now can do your tax return remotely. Give them a call at 866-871-1040 or visit them online at libertytax.com. Type in your zip code to find your nearest Liberty Tax office today. That's 866-871-1040. Liberty Tax, where you do life, they do taxes.
It's hot. It's a red hot radio station.
Welcome back to the Sports Guy Mike Show right here on KCBR 98.5 AM 1040 here in Colorado Springs and online at 100mixfm.com. Can also check us out on Facebook Live as well as sportscaster.com. That's right. Sports Guy Mike hanging out with you. Don't forget, our good friends over at Rhino Sports and Spirits are open. That's right, 4307 Integrity Center Point. That's Powers and Barnes, y'all. They have pickup. You can order their menu. They actually have an app now that has their menu and stuff like that on it, so you can check out their their app. I almost said map. Their app on Google or iStore. I don't know what iPhone store is called. What is it? Just iStore? I don't know. Google Play Store or for your iPhone. Just type in Rhino Sports and Spirits. You'll find their app over there. And you can also check them out at rhinosports.com. But they have drink specials, food specials going on all the time. They open up at 12. And make sure you go check them out. Let them know Sports Guy Mike sent you. Rhino Sports and Spirits, y'all. Powers and Barnes. Great drink specials. Great food specials. Great food as well. And Steve and the crew over there will take care of you guys. So make sure you go check them out. All right. So before I move on to Mr. Bubba Wallace, here's the thing. I forgot to tell you guys. If the sides in the MLB, the MLBPA deal, if the sides are unable to agree to a deal, the league has the ability to implement a schedule of its desired length. It has focused recently on a potential 48-game season, according to these sources. So there you go, y'all. Here's the thing. You guys don't get this thing figured out. What's going to happen is once they implement the 48-game season, you're only going to get paid for those 48 games, guys. I mean, they're offering, they literally lobbed it to you guys. They're offering it up on a silver platter, saying, look, here's what we'll do. We will give you guys 75% and 76 games. Let's rock with that. Let's go. Let's ride. Right? Players are like, we still need our prorated money and we want 89 games. Okay. MLB comes back and says, you know what? We're not going to take that deal. Then the league's going to go, okay, 48 games. You'll get paid per game, and let's get this moving. That's fine by me. Fine by me. I'm ready for baseball to be back. I miss baseball. It's a huge part of my summer. It's what I look forward to. It's what I look forward to doing with my family. It's something we like to do, and it's killing me right now. It's absolutely killing me. And it's killing me because I like to watch the games, on TV. The Doosan Bears are only going to last for so long against the NC Dinos. I just don't know how much more of that I have left in me. You know what I mean? Although the people in their stands are very cooperative. You know why? Because they're not real. They're cut out cardboard cutouts and stuffed animals spread all along the first baseline, behind the home plate, and over by third base. It's quite interesting, to say the least. All right. Anyway, Racer Bubba Wallace, you guys got to see this thing. Just hours after urging NASCAR to ban Confederate flags on their tracks, Bubba announced a new Black Lives Matter paint scheme for his number 43 race car, and it looks freaking awesome, y'all. Wallace and his team unveiled the new ride yesterday, saying the freshly coated whip will make its debut on a NASCAR track on Wednesday's Martinsville Speedway race. Paint job is all black with a white and black hands interlocking on the hood. The car also features several inspiring words, including compassion, love, understanding, and hashtag Black Lives Matter. Bubba said, I think it's going to speak volumes to what I stand for, but also what the initiative and what NASCAR and the whole sport is trying to push. The car has been will be seen by a national TV audience on FS1 with the race's official start time slated for 4 p.m. Pacific time today. So, of course, we all know Bubba Wallace is the only black driver at NASCAR's highest level. He's the guy the other day saying that he wants the Confederate flags at racetracks taken down. Unfortunately, I believe NASCAR came back and said, look, it's not our call. And I don't know what's happened after that and how they're going to be able to move forward with his request. So we shall see. But I am going to be checking out that car today. Man, if there's a way to get a die cast of that thing, like a miniature version of that car, and if anybody knows how to do that, hit up your boy, because I've been out of NASCAR since Florida. So the last time I was at NASCAR, Terry Labonte was around. If that tells you how long ago, as in Rome, right? You do that. So I was in Florida, there's a lot of NASCAR going on. I was like, let me check this out. Maybe it's worth a glance. About 30 minutes in, I fell asleep. But needless to say, I wasn't the only person that fell asleep. I guess that's like a NASCAR viewer tradition. You watch the first, 10, 20 laps, I guess, and then take you a good nap, wake up for the last 10, 20 laps, and you watch who wins. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just messing around. Don't everybody, get unfringed or unhinged. Why did I say unfringed? Unhinged on that one. Speaking about people who become unhinged, CrossFit CEO George Glassman resigned. Glassman is out, announcing yesterday, I'm stepping down as CEO of CrossFit Incorporated, and I have decided to retire. In a statement posted on the CrossFit website, Glassman said, on Saturday, I created a rift in the CrossFit community and unintentionally hurt many of its members. He added, I cannot let my behavior stand in the way of headquarters or affiliates' missions. They are too important to jeopardize. Well, it's too important to your bottom line, which is your pocket, you selfish, what. CrossFit CEO Greg Glassman reportedly told his staff, we're not mourning George Floyd. In the wake, of course, of the man's tragic death, this according to BuzzFeed, who says it has the audio proof. Now, Glassman, the man credited for creating the super popular CrossFit fitness routine, made the comments while on a Zoom call on Saturday with employees and affiliate gym owners. Now, Glassman was reportedly asked about CrossFit's radio silence on the issues raised by Floyd's death, and his response is quite shocking, y'all. He said, quote, can you tell me why I should mourn for him? Other than that it's the right thing to do. Other than that, give me another reason. Now, the call reportedly lasted over an hour, with Glassman allegedly reporting bashing Black Lives Matter protesters, spewing wild conspiracy theories, and slamming COVID-19 lockdowns. We're not mourning for George Floyd. I don't think me or any of my staff are. Now, in fact, one of the participants allegedly on that call told BuzzFeed that It turned into a you-know-what show, really, where the guy is just conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory, end quote. Now, as TMZ previously reported, Reebok and several of the nation's biggest CrossFit affiliate gyms vowed to sever ties with the fitness organization over the weekend because of Glassman's comments. Now, the CrossFit founder posted an insensitive tweet about George Floyd on Saturday evening, reportedly hours after the Zoom call, which caused tremendous backlash. So, look, this dude, and here's the thing for me. And I know you guys know how I feel because I've talked about it on this show. It's almost, you have to think about it this way. This is 2020. And we are at the point where you can say what you want about Trump, say what you want about Obama. But I am going to tell you this. There hasn't been this much strife, turmoil, everything pushed to the forefront until obviously just recently. And I'm not talking about just George Floyd. It's come to the point where everybody is saying things that, one, they don't think they're being listened or recorded, or they don't think anybody's going to tell on them, so to speak. This is part of the problem in these police departments. You guys have to start policing yourself. You have to. You have to tell on the guy or the girl that you see doing wrong in your police department, especially if it is racially charged. You have to, man. Look, this whole, don't be a snitch, it ain't got nothing to do with being a snitch. It has to do about doing the right and moral thing to do as a human being. If one of your fellow officers is out of line, especially racially, you need to call them out on it. You need to let somebody else know that that's what's going on in your presence. Hate to tell you, but it's part of your oath. I can't tell you how much this Greg Glassman thing really chapped my behind. And it has, I'm not just talking about what he said about George Floyd. It's the fact that this is a guy that had zero problem and no filter whatsoever by being downright ridiculous in his comments. And I'm trying to be nice about it. This is a guy that started a multi-billion-dollar industry in CrossFit. Of course he's stepping down. He doesn't have a choice but to walk away from it so that his pockets continue to get lined. Although it's not going to be as lined as they used to be there, Mr. Glassman, because by you putting your foot in your mouth is now going to lose you a lot of money with a lot of your partners. Can't say I'm sorry to hear that, especially seeing that you could give a rat's you know what about the rest of us. So, Greg Glassman, good luck to you, sir. All right. Let's see what else we got on here. Yes. So before we get into this, let me do this. This segment is brought to you by our good friends over at the Handyman Home Solutions. That's right. Give Joe a call today at 719-362-7937. He does big and small repairs, commercial cleanup, commercial painting, weed and tree removal. He does trash hauling, assembly, demolition, landscaping, yard cleanup, snow shoveling, and so much more. That's right. He's the Handyman Home Solutions, and his name is Joe, and he is a great guy. He's affordable, professional, and dependable. Give Joe a call today if you need any of those things done at 719-362-7937. So Dana White yesterday was on ESPN's First Take. And back in May, they were talking about this island and all this stuff. Well, Dana had came out yesterday and said the fight island to be held in Abu Dhabi. That's right. And the Usman Burns title bout, which is going to headline UFC 251, is going to be there. So, excuse me. Back in May, MMA insider Ryan Frederick wrote for Fight Game Media that the UFC Fight Island, set to hold multiple summer events amid the coronavirus, was located in, of course, Abu Dhabi, and he was right. Now, during his appearance on ESPN First Take, Dana confirmed that news and said that the first show held on Fight Island will occur July 11th. Now, that's pretty cool. And the way he kind of talked about it and kind of walked us through what was going on, that there'll be facilities, there'll be hotel rooms, there'll be an octagon on the beach. I mean, this is really, really going to be some cool stuff. Now, Dana also announced that UFC 251 will be headlined by welterweight champion Kamaru Usman defending his title versus Gilbert Burns. Volkanovski will defend the featherweight title against Max Holloway in UFC 245 rematch. Peter Yan and Jose Aldo will battle over the vacant bantamweight title in the card's third championship bout. Good stuff, y'all. I'm telling you. So, yeah. So there's going to be a couple more on there, and they're kind of like in order here in succession. So Fight Island is also going to be the home of July 15th, July 18th, 3 days later, and July 25th is what Dana said, as the UFC continues to make up for lost time and events postponed or canceled due to the coronavirus outbreak. Now, Dana White echoed comments he made to TMZ Sports last week and told ESPN that Fight Island includes, among other things, an arena, like I said, training facilities that allow for social distancing, and an octagon located right on the beach. Now, UFC 242 will also be there as well. So this is going to be pretty cool to see. They kind of gave you an outline of kind of what it looks like, which was really, really cool. So look forward to that and to see what they're going to do. I guess it's just going to kind of be people there, training staff, stuff like that. It's still obviously not going to have an audience other than the audience that we see now, which are training staff, staff of the UFC, and of course of those facilities. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. It was a big story that broke on First Take on ESPN yesterday with Dana White. So I look forward to it. I'm glad that there's at least UFC going on, and there was boxing last night. We'll talk about that, or just give you what happened yesterday on that. We also have a couple other things. Wow, in headlines today. Wow, excuse me. USC expected to end the Reggie Bush disassociation from the school, and LSU players start change by doing something that I've talked about on this very show that I think more people need to do. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Sports Guy Mike Show. Keep it locked, y'all.
Hey, Bill, sorry to hear about your car accident. How are you doing?
Not good, Mary. My neck is killing me.
Have you found an attorney for your claim yet?
You know, I went to one of those guys that you see on TV all the time, and they said my claim was too small.
You need to call McDowell Law Firm. No claim is too big or too small. They specialize in criminal defense, DUI defense, and of course, personal injury.
I need that number.
You can call them at 719-227-0022. That's McDowell Law Firm at 719-227-0022. Or online at McDowellFirm.com.
Thanks, Mary. I'm going to call him right now.
Having car problems? Maintenance coming up on your vehicle? Don't gamble your money away at other mechanic shops. Come to All Service Auto. At All Service Auto, you get the quality workmanship and parts that you demand. The professionals at All Service Auto strive to make your experience the best you've ever had, from beginning to end. Everything from engine replacements to tire rotations. All Service Auto can get your vehicle back on the road and driving like you want it. No job is too big or too small. All Service Auto works on all makes and models, making them your one-stop mechanic shop. With affordable prices and customer service that is leaps and bounds above the rest, make your first choice All Service Auto, located at 3455 Shelton Loop, right near the intersection of Platt and Shelton. Call to set up your next appointment at 719-573-0292. Taking care of vehicles and the people who drive them. All Service Auto. Call now, 719-573-0292. All Service Auto.
Are you looking to get away this summer? Give Venture Travel and Tickets a call at 719-357-7510. Whether you're looking for airfare, hotel, car rental, or even all-inclusive vacations, you need to contact Venture Travel and Tickets at 719-357-7510. Book your vacation today with Venture Travel and Tickets, the best way to get away.
Adult Youth Swanson Counseling is a licensed and accredited OBH treatment facility providing people services in the criminal justice system for over 6 years. Adult Youth Swanson Counseling is located on 1826 East Platte, on the corner of Platte and Union, where the counselors are not only licensed and accredited, but also have life experience. They offer court-ordered DUI classes and any mandated court-ordered treatment. Use the promo code RADIO and pay only $20 for your initial intake fee for level 2. Adult Youth Swanson Counseling, where we help you feel better so you can get better and live a successful life.
Get your grub on at Club Tilted Grill and Miss Patty's Kitchen, 3744 Astrazon Boulevard. Open noon to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday with great drink specials and daily food specials. And starting May 23rd and 24th, get your soul food back at Club Tilted Grill and Miss Patty's Kitchen. And for the rest of the month of May, drummies are 10 for $6 at Miss Patty's Kitchen. There's always something great going on at Club Tilted Grill, 3744 Astrazon Boulevard.
The hottest station on the dial.
It's just hot.
It's red hot.
At AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, we're mad as heck, and we're not going to take it anymore. Over the years, you've known us for looking after Mima and Papa with discounted supplemental health insurance plans and discounts at your local buffets. But now, AARP is woke and offering Antifa Provocateur training. You'll learn how to provoke police into thumping an old-timer, how to fake a fall and create a movie-quality head injury. Advanced courses will teach you in 3 easy steps how to disable an occupying force using only your cane, and how to create Molotov cocktails out of colostomy bags. Become a member now, and we'll send you a complimentary hard candy to put in your pocket. Antifa Provocateur training only from AARP, because nobody's gonna suspect the old dude.
Welcome back to the Sports Guy Mike Show. AARP. We're going to send you a hard candy to put in your pocket. Sports Guy Mike hanging out with you. Don't forget to check us out on social media at SportsGuyMike on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, Instagram. Of course, we're right here on KCBR 98.5 AM 1040 and online at 100mixfm.com, sportscaster.com, and of course, Facebook Live. All you got to do is type in facebook.com/The Sports Guy Mike Show. Go over there and like us. You know why? Because everybody likes to be liked, and we are no different. And you can check out the video of the show. All right. So Reggie Bush's disassociation with USC is dissolving. School is expected to formally end his ban from the program this month after 10 freaking years, which is ridiculous. Bush was famously banished from having an affiliation with his alma mater way back in 2010 after an NCAA investigation determined the former running back received improper benefits during his time at the school. The thing that's messed up about that is, yes, you have to be culpable. You have to be the person that, takes the hit, unfortunately for you. Even though there were full-on adults much older than you watching all this go down and knew it went down, didn't step forward. Pete Carroll took off to Seattle. Just saying. But as previously reported, TMZ said that there was a major NCAA rule change recently, which basically reduced any major disassociation to a 10-year span. USC interim athletic director Dave Roberts pointed out that June 2020 would mark the 10-year mark and hinted the school would like to bring Bush back. And now, according to ESPN, that's exactly what's happening, with the two sides in the process of finalizing an agreement that would allow Bush to be reinstated. Now, after Bush was busted, USC was hit with mega sanctions, if you guys remember, including the loss of scholarships and being stripped of its 2004 national championship. Reggie was also ordered, as you all remember, to give back his 2005 Heisman Trophy. Bush has been very vocal about the ban over the years, lamenting that USC had to pay so harshly for it all. He says, quote, "It was a horrible feeling, one of the worst feelings in the world. I felt like I died when I had to hear that there weren't going to be scholarships for kids because of me or because of something connected to me. So I'm still not over that. It's just something you learn to live with," end quote. So, I mean, there you go. That's good that he's getting to come back. It's not like we don't know that Reggie won the Heisman. And I know it probably pained him more than any of us could probably imagine to give that Heisman back. Could you imagine that? Don't get me wrong. What he did was against the rules. And if you get caught, you get caught. You got to pay the price. He's paid it heavily. And it sticks in my side that as much of a great football coach as Pete Carroll was at USC, is in Seattle, it just sticks. It's like a thorn in my side, the fact that he bowed out before all those sanctions came down. It's just horrible. It's like a grown man, somebody's grandfather at the time. What's Pete Carroll, 70? 72, something like that? This dude pieced out and was like, "Hey, before all this comes down and I catch the blame, I think I'm just going to leave. Yeah, I'm going to leave. I'm going to let everybody else take the rap for it." Reggie paid heavy, man. Heavy. And I'm glad that they're bringing him back in there. Look, everybody gets a second chance, right? Everybody. So this is Reggie's. I hope he uses it to his advantage, to the school's advantage, to helping make up for lost time, for lost scholarships. You know, Reggie, it wouldn't kill you to maybe start a scholarship in somebody in your family's name or something, a friend, you know, something. Find a way. Use that. Be their catalyst. Be the guy that, you know, be that guy that USC needs out in the public, out in the forefront, and you know, be their guy. Just saying. Would probably make you feel a little bit better too there, buddy. Just saying. All right. In other college football news, in the wake of the nationwide protest against racism, LSU's football team decided yesterday that all of its players would register to vote. Coach Ed Ogeron said during an interview with a local radio station. Coach O said that his team held a meeting to discuss the current civil unrest that has come in the aftermath of the killing of George Floyd while in custody of Minneapolis police officers. Now, they held a separate meeting of the Leadership Council, which includes 12 players, some of the coaches, during which everyone offered solutions to combat racism. Quote was from Coach O, the guys wanted to take action to register to vote. That's what Coach O said on 104.5 ESPN in Baton Rouge. Coach O said that a number of football support staff would facilitate players registering to vote online. He said there's an additional meeting with via Zoom that took place on Monday where players expressed their feelings. Coach O said, quote, I wanted to talk to our team and let them know that I am here for them. I'll listen to them and I support them 100%. And I understand that they're feeling hurt and they're upset, end quote. Now, on Tuesday, UCLA announced that all its head coaches across its 25 teams would set aside time to allow players to register to vote. Last week, it was announced that 9 Georgia Tech athletic teams, including football, would refrain from any mandatory activities on Election Day as a way to encourage players to vote. I love this. Also, more than 60 Missouri football players led a rally, then walked from campus to the Boone County Courthouse in Columbia to register to vote. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for finding a way. This is what society needs to do. This is not white people, black people, brown people, yellow people, purple people. It's not about that. Every single one of you should be registered to vote. It is one of the biggest freedoms you have. It's one of the biggest powers we have as Americans. Register to vote. If I hear one more person say, well, my vote's not going to count, that's malarkey. If thousands of people keep saying that, yes, it's going to make a huge difference if you don't vote. So this is amazing. I'm with you, Ronnie. I hope they do vote. And I think what's going to happen is, I think that, with these kids saying that they're not going to participate in any football activities or whatever the case may be on Election Day, that speaks volumes. That means that they have a plan in play and they're going to figure out a way to get this done, to get out and vote. And good for them, man. And these are young people that need to be applauded. So kids at LSU, at UCLA, and all the kids involved in this, I applaud you. Good job. And this is what we need to see out of more young Americans. The other problem is we need to see a little bit more out of this when it comes to some of you old school suckers. Yeah, I mean, come on now. Stop being lazy. Put down the controllers. Get off your couch. Put the remote down and make sure that you're registered to vote. Again, like it said in the article, the other great thing is that can do it online. You don't even got to leave your house. Just get it done, man. Have a voice. If nothing else, make sure that you're registered to vote. And make sure, and here's the other thing, make sure that you're educated on the people that are running, that you're voting for. Don't vote for them because they got a cool name. I can't even tell you how many people said that they were going to vote for Bill Murray here in Colorado Springs last year when he ran for city council. I said, you're kidding me? You're seriously going to vote for this guy because his name is Bill Murray? Wow. I just gave him way too much credence and way too much. I wish I wouldn't have said his name that many times. But anyway, be educated on who you're going to vote for as well. That's all I ask. It doesn't kill you to type their name into Google. Hit search. It'll tell you all about them. Tell you what their stance is, all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm sorry, but I find that awesome. And I'm so glad that those kids are doing their thing. Okay. Before we get out of here, tomorrow we'll talk about the 5 best head coaches entering into the 2020 NFL season. We'll dive into that. Look forward to that. Today in sports history, in 1921, on June 10th, Babe Ruth became baseball's all-time home run leader with 120. In 1921, y'all. Isn't that crazy? Let's see. In 1981, Pete Rose got his 3,630th career hit. This feat tied Stan Musial's National League record. That was in 1981, yo. And here we are in 2020, and this dude still ain't in the freaking Hall of Fame. Just saying. Pele signed a 3-year contract with the U.S.-based Cosmos soccer team. In 1989, Wayne Gretzky won the NHL's MVP award for the 9th time. In 1996, on June 10th, right here in Colorado, the Avalanche defeated the Florida Panthers in a 1-0 triple overtime game. The win ended a 4-game sweep for the Stanley Cup. And finally, in 2005, Babe Ruth's 1919 contract that moved him from Boston to the Yankees sold at an auction for $996,000. Look, y'all, this was a piece of paper from 1919, signed and was sold for almost $1 million. Unbelievable. And that is what happened today in sports history. Some quick sports and celebrity birthdays for you. Sasha Obama turns 19 years old today. Kate Upton is 28 years old today. Of course, Sports Illustrated model. And, of course, the wife of Tigers pitcher, or should say Houston pitcher, Justin Verlander. Lee Brice is 41 years old, country singer. I Don't Dance and Hard to Love. DJ Quills. Oh, yeah, man. That dude. I love that dude, man. He's so funny. 42 years old today. Singer Faith Evans is 47 years old today. And Elizabeth Hurley turns 55 years old today. Today is National Iced Tea Day. Hustler. Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. I should have played that earlier. Now I feel bad that I didn't. Today is also National Egg Roll Day, Ballpoint Pen Day, and for some reason today is National Black Cow Day. Okay. 11 days until Father's Day, 24 days until Independence Day, and 86 days until Labor Day weekend. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with me. Thanks, Ronnie, for sticking in there with us, and everybody else that listen. We appreciate you. As always, check us out on social media at SportsGuyMike on Facebook, Twitter, and, of course, Instagram. We'll have a couple guests tomorrow on the show, so make sure you come back for that and hang out with us. I have a special guest coming on from My Black Colorado. Great organization out here in Colorado. We're going to talk to Miss Ellie Red Cloud tomorrow, so make sure you guys come back for that. And some other great guests as well right here on the Sports Guy Mike Show. And as I say around here all the time, don't sweat small stuff. Right here. See ya.